There's a beef. Basically, Steve feels he wasn't properly compensated for his contribution to Nelk. He feels like he really helped put it on the map, and he wasn't given his dues. The beef started, basically, to my knowledge, every time I felt like I found the origin, there was another video back. But to the best of my knowledge, it started when Steve Will Do It went on Impulsive's podcast, and he was asked about his relationship with the Nelk boys. And he kind of gave an iffy answer, and he's like, "No, we're all right." But he got upset to the point of leaving. He walked off the podcast. And Logan,
wait, when we
wasn't
we
when he was
watched him.
well, he was drunk on that one. He got pissed at Logan.
Yes.
Yeah, he got pissed at Logan, but he later said because he was being pressed about Nelk and about things that he didn't want to talk about. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if you care to show.
Sure.
Yeah, I felt like it was interesting because Logan told him at one point, like, I have a limit, and you're right there, Steve.
Are you genuine friends with all the Nelk boys?
Well, I know from experience that Steve likes to just say the N-word with the hard ER. Mm-hmm. Like, he's just cool with the dogs. That happened when we went. We've told the story a million times. You were there, AB. Yeah, you guys know.
H3, he's a very good person.
Thank you. N-word guy.
I didn't catch him say it that night. I just know
really?
he was, I just know he was very in love with you that night.
Jeffrey
No,
Dahmer.
he was just, he just says it. It's pretty shocking.
I'm just asking
Steve,
questions on a podcast.
it's on our PDF.
It's on the PDF.
Okay.
What the hell?
Egyptian Dana White. Can we just cut off all operations for a second?
Wait. Is there static or something going on?
No, there's nothing going on.
Seems like a pretty easy question to answer.
No, we're tight. We own Happy Die together. We're tight. we don't film. Just to keep it real, we don't really film together or whatever. I'm kind of on my thing, but yeah,
this guy he's such an alcoholic. It's painful. Mm-hmm. He's so trashed, and he's got just a huge bottle of vodka in his hand. He can't put it down. He's got to have it close in hand so he can drink. Oh, Jesus Christ, bro.
You know what? I'm going to defend him and hope that I get a watch next time I see him.
Go ahead.
Steve's a great guy. He says a few N-bombs.
Are you sure you want to do
that? No,
that?
I'm kidding. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Definitely don't. Depends what kind of watch.
True. There, Steve, you have a defender here, potentially.
You got, but you're still in their videos.
No, not in
a while.
No videos, no, right?
Not in a long time.
I didn't know.
No,
I
wait,
didn't
what?
know that.
No, weren't you just in one, Steve?
Yeah, I thought I saw you
Or
on
no?
a bus. I saw you in a bus, reminiscing Nelk moments.
That was a while ago, sir.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
It's the answer is in your statement, idiot, dumbass Logan. Didn't I see you in the recent video reminiscing on Nelk moments? Idiot. Look at his fucking head. It's shaped like a eraser because your brain gets erased every time your head hits the mat. Fuck you, Logan Paul. I'm getting distracted. Tell me when to stop playing this.
But you've had some
You go to the
great
next
moments
clip if you
with the
want.
Nelk boys.
It's just,
Oh yeah.
this is the
they
moment
changed
he
my
actually
life.
walks out
They found me when I had
shortly after.
Well, then I'll keep playing it.
I mean, I don't know how shortly after, but
Well, who made this timestamp?
I did. But
Okay.
there's like 30 timestamps in here. Let me check the time between them.
Well, let's go, dude. Let's do the timestamps.
Excuse me, sorry, 700 followers.
Yeah, just go to the next one.
700, yeah, excuse me, yeah.
It is such an interesting thing going on with this interview, though. How he's just trashed, and they're pressing him.
He claims to be sober. I don't know if he's not in this interview. I don't know, but I know at some point shortly after he claims to not drink anymore.
Oh.
That's not.
And then in another interview, he says only in YouTube videos, just to loosen up. I don't know. It's hard to tell which stick. He's also saying that he's broke and he has financial issues. But at the same time, he's doing like $50,000 giveaways every YouTube video.
Financial issues is a gag.
I think it is a gag too, but he does have serious gambling issues, I believe.
Yeah, but he's also partnered. I don't think he has money issues. Yeah. So which one here? 4A?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, man. How are you doing? Can I ask you a question? How now today?
Yo, I'm doing so good. I think it's an honor for you guys to have me, and I really
An
appreciate
honor
it.
for us, or you? Because you said it's an honor for us to have. Are you saying it's an honor to be on?
It's an honor for me to be on
Thank
here
you.
with you guys. So I
That
really
is
appreciate
funny.
you. I look up
Mike
to you.
is
Logan.
correct.
For real.
Are you gonna?
What are you doing?
No, I look up to you.
Yeah,
No, but the
what are you
show's
doing with
not
the
over.
mic?
No, I'm
Honestly, I can't help but be.
Is that it? The show's over?
He's so funny. He's so.
Okay. Thanks you.
Then he sits back down.
Do you think Jake's gonna win this fight? Because this is sort of the Jake preview.
Well,
I was gonna say I can't help but be Team Steve here because I cannot stand Logan.
No, I remember reviewing this and thinking Logan was being a giant dickhead.
Yeah.
Although Logan initially got upset because I'm pretty sure it was bleep, but I'm pretty sure Steve just said the N-word.
Well, you don't know that. You're just assuming
Yeah,
that.
you're
There,
right.
there
I'm
are a few
assuming that.
bleeps, not in this one specifically, where I'm like, oh, he definitely just.
Just because
Drop something
just
right
because
there.
I know I've been around him when he's drunk, right? And I can imagine, right? But okay, so is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then he went on Bradley's podcast to talk about the situation. And Bradley seems to be Team Steve in a lot of this. Bradley's definitely the level-headed Nelk boy that kind of helps translate their feelings, I feel like.
All right. Let's see what Steve and
Things go
Brad
wrong.
have to say.
I saw some stuff you posting about the Metacard and it not really going the way you thought it was going to go and where the money went and all that.
Oh, dude, that's just me being drunk, having a good time, just in New York, and just seeing that meme and then getting like some sort of anger.
yeah.
And just like, and then just being on my, like, that's why I'm after that day, I'm like, my phone I have on me does not have social media. I have another phone too, no social media. I have someone that rolls with me at all times. If I need to post, they have a phone with my social media. Anyways.
Where did that anger come from though?
Just me being involved in Metacard and me promoting it and tying my name to it and saying a bunch of like, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And that's just it. It was just like, this is just bullshit. And then it's just a bunch of things. I don't know. Just like,
What happened with all, what it is? I think they made like $25 million. What happened with all the money?
well, the whole idea I thought was, open up gyms and this, that, and the fourth. So I don't know. So that shit, that bothers me because like, I would never say that to my people and not like try my hardest and then say if it doesn't work out, it'd be like, dude, like, let's do something cool instead of like having me have to hang out with people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like hang out with like, oh, we're going to a fight and bringing people to hang out with or this, that. It's like, nah, I don't know. So yeah, a little anger there. It's just whatever. Just
So,
even just
he seems to be referring to an older scandal. What was it called?
The Nelk Metacard.
Actually,
We
went-
just
we learned a
listened
little
to
about
video
this.
about it. the
So
other
apparently,
day.
like years ago, when Nelk was really at their peak,
not too long ago.
2022.
Yeah.
I guess in YouTube terms, it was 3
Now,
years ago.
Still, in this years, they would be delivering on what they promised.
So
but they
3
haven't.
years ago, it wasn't that long ago, but
Yeah.
in Nelk's peak, when all this crypto bullshit, God, the crypto shit is so stupid. They were doing like a Gary Vee style, like, yo, everybody, you got to get on this Nelk crypto card. You get on this. We're going to be opening gyms that will be free for crypto holders. We're going to be opening strip clubs, even brothels, hotels. I don't
Yeah.
even understand what.
Yes.
Yes.
But
I don't.
and they were talking about it like, you are investing in this, you're investing in us, you're investing in yourself, and you got to be patient because like this is gonna take time. But in 6 months, we're gonna have a gym out, the first gym of many, and like all this stuff. And they're like, if you get this card, you will get everything that we do. You'll get a piece of it somehow. I don't really know. And in the video, the person that made that video, I forget their name. They said that they sold, I don't know how many, but they made maybe like 25 million.
25 mil.
And basically just bailed on it.
And I think to this day, they did not fulfill anything of the stuff they promised, except a few like meet and greet, or like, that's what Steve is saying, like bringing one of the Metacard holders to like a fight with them, so they
Yeah.
get to sit in, I don't know, in a VIP lounge or whatever.
The cards originally sold for around $2,300 each. Now they're worth roughly $100.
I don't understand when people are like, buy this crypto card and you can use our gym for free that will build with. There's like a massive like question mark in the middle of
so many
buying the
question
card
marks.
and lots of things happening that I don't get.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
how
But
did, that-
all I
and how
was
did it turn
thinking-
out? So
All I was
don't think
thinking
there
is
was a-
like
I just don't know why people keep buying this shit.
It's the same shit. with,
they're
like,
fans. They
Yeah.
trust them, I guess, for some reason.
I don't know
you
any
know,
better,
to deliver
yeah.
something. But to me, it's like, how do you go to sleep at night if
These guys don't give a fuck about anything.
I don't know.
Like
pretty
these
wild.
guys just want to make money.
It's like religious extremism in a way. It's like you do this and you'll get this one day. You
Yeah.
can't see it right now, but
Yep.
yeah.
They literally say that.
Really?
They say
Yeah.
it's about like being patient. Like it takes time.
Yeah.
So Steve is saying he felt used by Kyle and whoever.
It seems like he's unhappy that it seems like there wasn't really any serious effort to deliver on the stuff they promised.
Yeah, it's not that he's denying being part of it. It's more of like, if it was my idea, I would have came through with stuff. I wouldn't have done empty promises. There's other shit I could have done.
Well, it's a big allegation. This is a huge $25 million potential scam. So Steve is like, listen, they're doing this, and I didn't like it. So I mean, that's kind of a big statement there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where this came from. I know.
Hey, get away from the mic. Unfortunately, the little motor is
We can't see the
audible,
whole thing.
so
Quite loud, actually.
Yeah. It is very fun though.
That's so cute.
Maybe next time we do an ad.
Yeah.
We need to do an episode for the kids, like a
Just,
very, very kid-friendly episode,
Thank you
and have stuff like
for
this
this,
everywhere.
Morgan. I just
Let's all
feel-
dress up as superheroes.
And that would be cool.
All right.
Okay.
We're running long
Back
time.
to you.
Let's
Okay,
proceed.
I just want to say real quick on the Metacard, there was a lawsuit in 2025 about it, but we'll get into that later on. So if we go to the next
Full
clip,
send and
we go to the next one. He's basically talking about his ownership and percentages in Nelk and Full Send.
Unrelated to the card thing, just in general.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I've always wondered how
even
that
just
is.
growing full send and Nelk and everything, and just having no ownership or involvement.
But didn't you have ownership at one point?
Yeah, dude, and they gave me, said you have 15% for free, and
Free's funny because free.
and then you get extra
Free- but
5%.
Free's also
No,
assuming,
you have 10% for free for what you've done. Okay.
So not free. Free is what you.
But
get
if
to
you
put
invest,
in.
but if you invest
Shut up, Bradley.
$500,000 right now, like we need it by tomorrow, you'll get a free 15%.
Hold on, I got to go back
plus
because
an additional
Bradley
5%,
threw me.
Yeah,
which is
Shut
20%.
up, Bradley.
I could explain it if
well, let me hear
If you
Steve.
invest-
Okay.
But if you invest $500,000, then you get extra
Free- but
5%.
Free's also
No,
assuming,
no. You have 10% for free for what
Okay.
you've done. Okay.
So not free. Free is what you.
But
get
if
to
you
put in.
invest $500,000 right now, like we need it by tomorrow, you'll get a free 15% plus an additional 5%, which is 20%. So yeah, did that, sent the money, got nothing out of it.
Wait,
years
what?
Later.
Really?
Wait, hold on. There's no record of that.
so. Kyle
Let-
elaborated on this.
Let me hear.
Okay.
Threaten them to act. People like to say I'm just, oh, Steve's crazy. No, Steve is fed up.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it, bro.
So-
I've been around firsthand, so I've seen it. I've had conversations with you, obviously off camera, about stuff.
And I'll say this,
Where are they?
This is
Kyle
Bradley's
Ford-
house.
He's got sick ass 3PO, dude.
Yeah.
R2D2.
He has a lot of sick like R2s and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that, bro.
You fuck with that?
I love
I
3PO.
mean, a little bit. If it's like a full size, like authentic recreation of R2D2.
Yeah, I've been to his place a couple times. That's
cool.
definitely his spot.
You've seen the 3PO?
Honestly, I don't remember it.
3PO is my boy.
I think
dude.
this
You
is-
walk through his house to the podcasting
Huh.
studio.
Is this a new house? This may be a new house, but not that he didn't already have that stuff.
I have no idea, but
Yeah.
George found me when I was nothing, brought me out. I killed it, everything, but he discovered me, found me. Whatever. There's no disrespect towards him. I love him. I think there's this certain people in suit and ties that get involved that don't give a about anybody but themselves. and their family. Like me, I care about the fans.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. So obviously, there's some real friction here.
So far, it seems to me like he's kind of spitting.
Yeah. Well, so basically, just to recap, there was a big scam they ran on their fans. Scam, quote unquote, in my opinion, based on the facts I heard, that Steve felt wasn't good, and he was used.
And he wouldn't have tied his name to it and promoted it and be a part of it if he didn't think,
right,
there wasn't a real thing behind it.
And then Nelk, as a huge, big money-making IP, he wasn't properly compensated as well, especially if he gave him money and they just ripped him off. I mean, that's kind of crazy if true.
He said a little bit more about merch. I could just tell you if you want.
Yeah. I prefer to hear him say it.
Okay,
he was about to say it in that way. All right.
Hey man, how are you doing?
This is not it.
It's 5C.
5C.
Just growing Full Send and Nelk and everything, and just having no owner.
Sidetrack. You want me to start from here, love, or you want me to fast forward a bit?
No, it's good. It's good, yeah.
It's good. What's good mean?
What you're doing right now.
Oh.
Thank you.
You mean fast forward or watch from here?
I don't want to. No, it's this.
From here.
AB, I don't know what's coming.
Whatever works for you.
What's coming? I don't know
what's happening.
I don't know.
Play the clip.
Involvement.
But didn't you have ownership at one point?
Yeah, dude, and they gave me.
Well, we already watched this.
15% for
Skip
free.
30 seconds ahead.
And
Freeze
free for 115 at nothing. Just, Steve's crazy. No, Steve is fed up.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it, bro. I've been around firsthand, so I've seen it. I've had conversations with you, obviously off camera, about stuff.
And I would say this, bro. Kyle Forjard found me when I was nothing, brought me out. I killed it, everything, but he discovered me, found me. Whatever. There's no disrespect towards him. I love him. I think there's this certain people in suit and ties that get involved that don't give a about anybody but themselves and their family. Like me, I care about the fans.
Yeah.
Some stupid guy in a suit and tie does not care about our fans. So I think that was just the number one mistake in everything. It's not, so this is no shade to Kyle Forjard. It's shade to whatever people, his advisors, okay? Whoever that is.
Yeah.
Okay, it could be his mom telling him what to do. I don't know.
Fuck her.
It's not him. Okay? It's just
strange.
So,
strange statement.
I hear it. I mean, there has to be some level of responsibility there too, though, just on the fact that like that person, Kyle, also has to make those decisions. But I get it. I mean, everyone's making decisions that they think are probably best for themselves and also for the company at the time. But
yeah, and it's always like, oh, you make so much money, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But no, all my money that was made from that side of things was 75% of Steve Will Do It merch.
Yeah.
Okay? When we sold $12 million in Full Send merch, my check was $400,000, okay?
Yeah.
My small percent.
Part of that was Bradley.
So, I mean, 400,000 is a lot of money, but from 14, what did he say, 14 million?
What did he say?
12 million.
12, I mean, he should have made a lot more than that.
Yeah, because that was his specific line of their merch. So, like, different Nelk boys had their own.
But he's
drops.
right. If he owned a piece of the company, he should have been getting. Okay. Yeah, the math don't sound right based on how he's describing it. And by the way, Brad,
I don't know. It depends. I mean, apparel is very expensive, and like what you actually make, the very bottom line profit is not a lot.
12 million in revenue, exactly. What?
I guess you're right. I figured he meant profit.
So Kyle lays it all out, and
I'm very curious to hear what with peace and love.
Okay.
I think Steve would.
Because I can tell you, as somebody that runs this stuff, it sounds like a lot of money, but there's so much cost involved. The bottom line is like.
I thought he meant profit.
Right.
If that's their revenue, then obviously 400,000 could be a totally fair cut.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
And especially if he's not the only one getting a cut.
He's not.
So,
it's a big. There's a lot of slices of that pie to Nelk.
Yeah.
But it sounds like Bradley's pretty open coming down against Kyle too here.
Bradley.
Well,
Whoever's in front of Bradley is who.
Yeah.
So
You know what I
Bradley,
mean? Like
Dan Blizzarian.
yeah, right, exactly.
I guess Bradley did most of his collabs with Steve Will Do It.
So they're closer
They're
than
closer.
he is
so they're closer.
than Nelk Boys. Okay, so fair enough. This is his boy, and he's
Yeah.
hearing him out. I get that.
So I'll keep watching.
Yeah, it's almost done.
Okay,
he
yeah.
just
Drugs T-shirts that I made no money from.
So when I actually made 1.1 million or whatever total.
Yeah.
The most I made or whatever is $1 million. Most of that money, you got to think, was selling Steve merch. 75% of Steve. Okay. Because it's like we sell $12 million of merch, and we only did it one time. We did no repeat. After that, it was 8, and then it just kept going lower. But if you only,
Are we saying that it's 12 million on one launch?
Yeah, that's normal. You're not gonna get that every time.
I'm just saying. There was a time when their merch was. I heard it was going absolutely bananas. So it sounds like they did 12 million. He must be talking about revenue.
Yes.
I think he is.
In which case,
yeah.
Again, you're right, Dan. He's not he's considering he's drunk probably like 90% of the time. He's not a super credible narrator.
Is there beer? Yeah,
But
there's a
also,
bottle of vodka at his feet right now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're not kidding. There's Grey Goose right next
Yeah,
to
there's a bottle of Grey Goose right there.
Yeah.
It's for his nerves.
And he's always nervous.
That's the thing. If you need alcohol to calm your nerves, then
you're an alcoholic.
Right.
Yeah. You're nervous when you're not drunk.
Right.
Yeah.
make 400 grand off $12 million of merch sales. I'm not.
Oh yeah. So he's talking about revenue. It's
That's totally
totally
reasonable.
That doesn't sound that crazy, dude.
No.
The one that's take. It's just Steve Will Do It merch does very well.
Yeah.
So there's this always thing like, oh, you got paid so much money. Well, since Steve Will Do It merch did pretty well, you know, throughout every single drop.
And so when you started to get like the 50, the other percentage ownership of like everything else, that's when it kind of didn't matter at that point, is what you're saying, because there was really money there at that point.
No, it was all fake ownership. Like getting a raise from 5% to 8% in merch sales. You sit down and say, yeah, okay, you have a raise, 8%. Yippee. In the contract is, if it does $8 million plus or more in sales.
Oh, so they're carving him out in the contract.
He takes that 5%.
That's pretty
stipulations.
So that's pretty nasty work if you're not disclosing that.
You had to hit a high number to get.
No,
really
I think it
anything
is disclosed in the contract.
Well, if they're like,
he's coming off a little bit.
Well, it really depends what they talked about, right? It depends on what they agreed to. So let's listen to Kyle, because it sounds like he clarifies. Should I watch a little bit more, AB?
No, that's good.
It sounds to me like he just doesn't really understand the business side of things that well, or the cost that's
How
involved
dare you?
in running things.
Hey, I'll have you know, before he became an influencer, he was a CPA.
Is that true?
No, of course not.
Yeah, no fucking shot, right?
Of course not. Steve Will Do It was a necktie wearing pencil pusher.
Steve will audit it.
That's right, sir. He will calculate your taxes.
So for time's sake, this video came out actually the next day of Kyle on
what time's sake?
The podcast time's sake.
No, but what do you mean for time? What are we skipping?
Oh, it's nothing. He's just talking about. Kyle is talking about Steve in general, just about him and his like spending habits a little bit. But he says him and Steve are cool. I think the interesting part is 6A. Watch that.
Set up. What do we? What? Can you set up what it is we're talking about? Where this is
So
this is now Kyle.
The day after on Graham Stephan's
Nelk was
podcast.
always like,
he's. Why is he doing it there? Okay, whatever. So Kyle's responding to this interview.
At
with
what
Bradley,
point did money start?
with these two goofballs?
No, they're nice guys.
They're goofballs.
They're nice guys.
You could be a nice guy and a goofball.
Graham Stephan's a Jew.
Yeah, he's Jewish.
I like him. I don't even care. No matter what he is.
You like him despite him being Jewish.
That came out wrong. I was about to say I don't care what nationality he is. He's not even Jewish, dude. What are we doing?
No,
here?
he is.
Is he really?
I think so.
Graham
We went through the
Stephan's a Jew.
Yeah, we did this.
That was a soundbite.
Yeah, Harley nailed his
Jew.
ass. All right, so here's Kyle's response.
Okay.
Start getting in the way. I don't know if it
like,
got
is there
it.
a certain number amount that it, starts becoming comfortable and you're less motivated, hungry to?
No, because one thing people don't really know too is like, even though those merch numbers were like so high, believe it or not, money in my like specific pocket personally, and like Jesse's as well, because we were the two owners of Nelk, right? Steve wasn't really like, he wasn't an owner of Nelk. He was getting paid out in cash from merch. So the amount of money that me and Jet, as an owner, sometimes you take less cash, right? Because you own the equity.
Yeah.
So you can ask Jesse too. I mean, we weren't personally making a lot off the merch operation because it was money in, and then we had to pay out like a lot of people. And then it was also, when we're traveling in Europe, you're bringing 15 people, you're getting an Airbnb every single week. You're spending on flights, videos, like that money goes quick. Maybe some people are suing us for pranks behind the scenes that we've, like some people during pranks. So everything added up. So even the merch business is much
a little behind the scenes.
I think he's being sued for some prank that went wrong.
Yeah.
Like we got to reverse engineer what that.
So what he's saying is essentially, Steve enjoys the benefits without any of the pitfalls and responsibility of being
running a
business owner and all the liabilities and costs and such that come with that.
Yeah.
Which obviously can be which is true, right? That
It is. I deal with that all the time, every day of my life. And in this point, Kyle is very much correct.
Yeah. Okay. And I'll say their productions are insane. They travel with like massive crews.
Yeah.
They shoot crazy shit. I mean, they definitely spend a fortune on when they do content. Yeah.
In the merch business, as much when it's all said and done, like gross and then minus profit for like goods, shipping, everything like that. Personally, in my bank account, I never really got too rich off merch, which is interesting.
When did you make your first $1 million? Like actually in your bank? To you personally?
I know this is bad, but I can't really recall. It wasn't like a moment for me.
Really?
No. I don't know why. There was never like a moment where I was looking and I'm like, I have $1 million. I don't know if that sounds stupid, but I don't know. I was more just caught up in like, I really just love making content.
Should I keep watching?
No, you can go on to the next one.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. I don't know if he. I am curious about if he's talking about his spending habits. That is interesting to me. You mentioned. Did we skip that?
No. Number it's B, 6B.
Okay.
Recruiter. Well, what do you think about Steve will do its financial crisis? I'm watching these videos, and I even told Jack, I'm like, dude, did you see Steve will do its video yesterday? He coin flipped $2 million with Togi.
Insane.
And he's like, no. I'm like, do you want me to spoil it? I'm like, no, watch the video.
I just like, dude, even the way they gamble, like they're fucked. Like him and Dana are like, bro, I get mad.
First of all, these guys, while it's true that these bets are real that they do and they bet a lot of money, these guys are fabulously wealthy from these gambling websites. So all these guys are getting paid through the fucking nose, teeth, eyes, and ears from these crypto gambling companies that are making billions of dollars through unregulated
companies.
Totally unregulated, unmonitored crypto gambling. I mean, you know what I mean? So, it looks crazy from the outside, but I don't think it is that crazy. That's how he gets attention for these gambling companies. He has to do these big, crazy $2 million bets. That's how he get the views. They want him to do that. You know what I mean? It's all part of the business plan.
When I lose money, like I get in a bad mood. Like if I gamble and I lose like 100,000, like I'm pissed. Like I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah. That's a lot of money.
Should be.
Yeah. That's dumb. You lost 100,000 gambling.
Like, don't talk to me. So those guys will go down millions too, and it's like I don't know how they can.
Because they're professional gamblers, and by professional I mean
they get paid.
They can't lose. They're on salary, right? And if
it's not possible otherwise. Like it's not possible.
It's not even a question. That's what's happening. And if they moped, it wouldn't be good for business either, because you don't want to see the downside of your life being ruined. It's like, I lost $2 million. Tomorrow we'll get them.
Do you remember that night when we were with them, with Steve Will Do It and Dana and all them?
Yeah.
Do you remember fucking with Steiny that night? He just kept losing.
That's what loss looks like.
And he was by himself at one point. He went to another table, and you were drunk. You told me, should we just go stand behind him? And so Ethan goes stand behind Steiny, and he loses it all in one hand. And Steiny looks at Ethan and goes, no, seriously? You're bad luck. Get away from me. He's like, you're bad luck. Stop following me. And I could not stop fucking laughing. He just had horrible luck that night.
Yeah, he was pissed all night. And that's what real gambling is. And Kyle's describing real gambling.
Yeah.
And these guys are not doing real gambling. They're doing fake gambling.
They're content brained.
Mm-hmm. Like this guy, he beat me in the...
Shogi?
No, he's this older guy. He gambles, plays slot machines.
Oh, Vegas Matt?
Yeah, Vegas Matt. He's like, today I'm going to be doing $100 on a spin. I just lost $10,000. Can you believe that? It's like, it doesn't matter. This guy is paid so much money from these casinos and slot machine makers and whoever. These guys print money.
My grandmother watches him every day.
Yeah. No, that guy is probably fabulously wealthy.
Every fucking day.
That's so funny.
You know, and so that's it. It's very, these gambling influencers, this is not what's happening. They lose. They don't lose. They can't lose.
Stomach that. But that's
Dana, so that makes sense. But Steve,
yeah,
could do it.
I know.
Yeah.
Steve's too. I really don't. He's just different, bro. I mean, he's always been different. So he's a little in the head with gambling for sure. Like he's just different.
It just makes me think his threshold for money is just so high that you could blow $2 million like that. It's like, whatever.
Yeah, I think he's always he's just one that always wants to make good content too. So I think we may think in a similar fashion where he kind of just like, he's like, I don't care what I'm like losing or spending right now, because I know he just thinks like if I make good videos, it's all gonna work out too. Which is kind of like, I think in a similar way. I think we just go about it differently.
Yeah,
but
we could go to the
I think
next,
he just cares about.
In the next clip he talks about him and Steve being cool. It seems like they're all trying to stay a little.
They're trying, I guess, publicly.
Yeah.
None of them benefit from this, but they are definitely not cool. You can tell.
You think so? But now, I mean, me and Steve are cool. It's not like the internet likes to make it some like we have beef or something like that. Like I'll see him tonight.
That's what that's what I've seen a lot of the comments.
But no, it's like I think right now we're just we're just kind of on two different paths right now, and I think Steve's like, I don't know, he's just doing.
Well, hold on, which path? No, because he accused you guys of like scamming him and stealing money from him.
No, not really. I think his wording was, it sounded like that, but
he's like, they owe me equity in Nelk that I never got.
I think what he meant is that it doesn't make money. It's bullshit.
Yeah, and he said it wasn't necessarily Kyle. It was other people in suits making these decisions
for Kyle. But Kyle's the decision maker. We're not dumb.
Yeah.
And I mean, Steve, he might seem like it, but he's not that dumb either.
So moving on, the culmination of all these interviews led to like people in Kyle's responses and Nelk's responses saying that Steve needs to get paid what's due to him and all this. So Kyle felt the need to just settle everything, and he put out this long TikTok explaining. I think he put on Twitter as well.
Okay, so so if he got to that point, then they're definitely not cool.
Well, and there's going to be a lot of
speculation.
By the way, the fans love Steve.
That's
right?
the thing. Yeah, it seems Steve's audience is really like.
I think the Nelk people in general, they love Steve, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I mean, he's kind of just a goober, right? And Kyle's personally, I don't find Kyle very likable on the outside. I don't know what kind of guy he is personally, but I find him kind of sterile and money focused, and I don't know.
He seems more the business mind of everything, sort of like the David Dobrik, while everyone else are sort of the characters.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
So anyway, here he's breaking it down. Let's see what's actually going on there, Kyle. Thought you guys were chill.
About me online recently and about how things work with Steve and Nelk. So I'm going to be talking.
I wonder what.
So there's been a lot said about me online recently and about how things work with Steve and Nelk. So I'm going to be talking about that right now. No personal shots, just the facts. In 2019, Steve signed a deal with Nelk that clearly outlined how he would get paid for merch, brand deals, appearances, everything. So on Steve's personal merch, he received 70% of the net profits. Nelk's 30% was not pure profit. It covered the design, the production, the fulfillment, inventory, everything that it takes to make a successful merch drop. A 70% creator split while the company manages full operations is a very strong deal. So now let's talk about how much money Steve...
Actually, I don't think that even makes sense. If he gets 70% of the net revenue...
Profits, I think he said.
Oh, profits.
I'm pretty sure he said profits.
Okay, so then it
But that is confusing
well, because he just described pre-profit.
Is taking the cost already, but then he's saying within
that seems like a lie.
within the
I
30%.
think he's being a little misleading.
He's being misleading. He's saying within the 30% there is also cost.
No, there's
which
not.
Is not.
bullshit.
You already
Yeah.
took the cost. Yeah. That part doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I think he's being misleading.
earned from Nelk. So I'm going to pop up something here. It's a year-by-year breakdown of personal cash earnings.
Now I can't see his
for
dick.
me and
Could you see his dick?
No, I'm kidding, but it's just an interesting angle.
Whoa, this guy was This guy was clonking major numbers. Okay, let's see.
and Steve.
Yeah, I was real interested to get your
you can
guys'
see
take
here
on this.
From 2019 to 2023, how much I made and how much Steve made each year. Over that
This
stretch,
can also be extraordinarily misleading. I'll tell you why. If Steve's getting paid cash, that's one thing, as he's more so an employee. But if Kyle owns the business, he can be buying anything he wants through the business.
Yeah.
House. Not. Here's the thing. He could be. Is he counting distributions? Because there's something called a distribution, which, like, if you buy a car or a house or anything via the company, you would remove it as a cash distribution. It should be counted as ordinary income, but it's not like a money income. So if he's like, this is what we got on payroll or something,
right?
That would be a gross misrepresentation of what happened. But I just don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like this could easily be misled if this is all there is to it. I think what's more interesting than what Kyle made, first of all, I'll tell you something. I'm almost certain Kyle's being misleading with this. What I'm more interested in is what Steve made, because it's actually pretty significant.
It's a
'Cause
lot.
Steve was like, I only got 400,000 in this and that.
So this is on Steve merch, in which he got 70.
This is all Steve merch?
The graphic that he put up said Kyle and Steve's revenue from Nelk.
Okay, this is
not merch.
This is overall what they paid him, right? This is what
At least that's what he presented. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
He had a graphic that said from Nelk. It didn't say from Steve's merch.
This is what they paid him.
Right.
That includes everything, right? So,
at least that's what seems to be what he's presenting. Yeah.
Right.
So I personally believe there's no way Kyle made that. Didn't make more than that. He's definitely being misleading, in my opinion, based on.
Oops.
Whoopsies.
Your rationale makes sense, and I do find it hard to believe that he only made $100,000 in 2019.
I caught one.
What is
Damn
that?
it! That keeps falling, dude. It's too
the
heavy.
phone thingy.
Oh.
Nonetheless, he's also owning the company. Like he makes money. The more the company's worth, the more he can borrow against it. Like he.
That's not necessarily worth anything though, unless they sell it.
But can he not borrow against it anyways? And like
borrow what against it?
The ownership. Does he need liquid cash, and he can just take a lot?
He can take a like I said a distribution.
You take a distribution. I understand what Love's saying though. If
taking a loan
with the company as collateral.
I don't think people do that unless you're like a billion mega. I don't think that's the thing that people
price range. Yeah, he can do that.
That's stuff like Elon Musk, people of wealth do.
Right.
Perhaps I'm not a financial.
Are you sure? Because I just took like a $3 million loan out against your name.
Is that right?
Against your company? Yeah.
That's crazy that they let you do that.
I might need to make some calls.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't see. Yeah.
Either or, he owns the company, and
either way,
he's making money through it.
What Ethan is saying, I also agree with, because this is not. It's not really as transparent as he's trying to make it seem. You know.
So we all know Kyle's rich. I don't think this whole narrative like I'm little poor Kyle. I only made 3 million and he made 12.
Yeah.
I don't believe that for a second, right? But I'm more interested in like Steve actually ended up making a significant amount of money. Let's hear him out.
Personally, I earned just under $3.5 million. Over that same stretch, Steve earned just over $12 million in cash. And these payments were just from Nelk. Steve also did outside third-party brand deals independently from Nelk. In our
That's got nothing to do with you then.
Well, it was in there. He's going to tell you, but it's in the contract.
deal, there was a standard 15% management fee for Nelk on these outside deals, but I chose not to enforce that percentage on several major deals. On those deals, Steve kept the full 100% amount.
Several? Interesting. So sometimes he did, sometimes he didn't.
It's fine though if they're bringing him deals.
Well, no. If they're bringing him deals, then they're going to take the cut 100%. I think what he's saying is if wherever the deals come from, they get 15%.
Did he say that? I thought he said through Nelk.
He didn't say explicitly, but I believe that's what he meant.
They just said outside brand deals. I don't think it was through them. I just think under
they're acting as his de facto manager.
Yeah, because you got to remember Kyle found Steve when he had like 700 subscribers.
Yeah, he's treating him like his OnlyFans girl.
Okay. Well, or like management because.
I just realized exactly what happened. He goes, some we took, some we didn't. The ones he took are the ones they got him because the money goes through them and they can take the 15% automatically. The ones they didn't take are the ones Steve got, and he would be awkward and weird, and Steve would have told him to fuck off if he said, hey, you have to wire me 15%.
You're probably right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different in this world. I don't know. In like the entertainment industry at large, when you have like a full-time manager, I think usually even if they aren't the ones, they are supposed to still get
take
a cut or whatever.
Yes.
But what
I know
Kyle's saying
friends-
is we didn't enforce that.
I know friends that prefer it that way because they'll have the manager handle communication.
Right.
And just for that purpose alone, they prefer to send it to them and they take the cut instead of doing it directly.
Right.
Which maybe that's what's happening when they take 15%.
That's traditional media. I don't believe that it works perfectly with the new media apparatus.
No, I'm talking about new media people.
Okay, well, fair enough. Yeah. But yeah, it may have, like you said, it's just a matter of like, it's kind of awkward. So they just let it go. Like you got the deal, we didn't really do anything. We're not going to, enforce our technical 15% that we should get from that.
That's what I think happened.
So the reason I earned less than Steve during that time is pretty simple. The money had to stay in Nelk so we could keep shooting videos. Shooting these videos was not cheap. You have the production, the filmers, the editors, the travel. All that required real capital. When we were traveling through Europe with 15 people so we could shoot, edit, and upload a video every single week, the Airbnbs, the production, the travel, that stuff was not cheap. If the money didn't stay in the company, then these videos would not get made. So as the owner, it was my job and my priority to keep the money in the company and pay the people that made the content possible over taking more money personally. So let's talk about Steve's equity in Nelk. First of all, equity means ownership. It's not monthly pay. Equity becomes valuable as the company grows and eventually sells, goes public, or becomes extremely profitable. It's pretty much a long-term bet on the future of the company. I explained clearly what the equity meant to Steve.
I mean, that's mostly true, but if you have 15% equity, if someone's taking a financial distribution, if one owner is like, I just want to buy myself a car, and even though it's not on my like payroll, it's still going to be reported to the IRS as income for me. They would be entitled to the 15% of whatever everyone gets. This, there's one pie, right?
So he gave Steve just 10% for his contribution, and then he said, "If you want 5% more, you give me 500,000."
No, but he's making it sound like if you own 15% equity, that's just like silent. You just maybe get paid if we resell. But that's not necessarily true. If there's profit at the end of the year, he should get 15% of whatever.
So that's where Steve is pissed because he was saying he gave that 500K and he saw nothing out of it, and it kept going and kept going, and he didn't get anything out of it. So he wanted his money back.
But if they were paying him like a salary or bonuses or whatever based like what that was, then that probably would have far exceeded the 15%. I don't know what the fuck they agreed to.
Right.
Honestly, he could weave the story and make it sound believable however he wants. There's just way too much open space here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think, and the way this is represented, that's why it's confusing a little bit, because like in the beginning, there was the graphic that said Steve makes 70% of his merch versus Nelk makes 30%. And then immediately after, he showed the two different figures. So like the viewer tends to think that they're just referring to that, but really that was their overall.
I feel there's a lot of effort from Kyle to be a little bit
vague,
fuzzy here. He's being fuzzy.
10% of the company, and he also chose to invest $500,000 for an additional 5%. At that time, nobody, including me, was taking extra owner payouts. The structure of the company didn't change because Steve became an owner. The money had to stay in the business if we wanted to pay the people that made the content possible so we could keep making videos. I explained to Steve that equity is long-term and it could pay off over time, and it's not immediate cash flow. Over time...
Bro, okay, if you explained it, that doesn't mean that's how it works.
So
like, I told you, bro.
So basically, he wants you to take him at his word, but like, there's no way of knowing how he actually spends the money in the company.
There also, it could be carved out where it's like, in the event of a sale of the business,
50%.
Yeah, you'll get 50%.
That's what I was just thinking too. It really, so much of this is the specifics of their content.
much of this.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Steve made it clear that he preferred immediate cash over holding ownership for a potential long-term outcome. So we returned his $500,000 plus $50,000 in interest. Like I said earlier, there was a 15% management fee on Steve's outside deals to Nelk.
Oh, there you go.
And as Steve's business grew, he wanted full independence and no longer wanted to do any type of revenue sharing with Nelk. At his request, we agreed to that structure, and he no longer held equity in Nelk. That meant that Nelk would no longer be...
Oh, that sounds kind of like tumult. That sounds a little messy. Because first of all, if there's like dogs, they're building Nelk together. I find it a little strange. Personally, if they're all friends and they're all working together, for Kyle to be like, yo, I need 15% of your outside profits. It's a little strange, right? I know it's like regular in the industry, but
it depends. It depends if they have people handling communication with those sponsors.
And he keeps emphasizing it's outside.
Still,
I don't think
even if it's outside. Let's say Steve went out at the casino, he met the sponsor, they made a deal together. Still, at the end of the day, who is that person gonna
Who's
mail?
setting it up?
Yes.
Like,
who's sending the copy read? Who's
like,
doing all the communication with them?
Steve.
Steve, I don't think so. Steve is drunk all the
Steve
time.
probably hires his own assistant and sends it to them.
Does he?
Well,
or does he use
doesn't.
the team at Nelk?
That's the question.
That's the question.
Well, listen.
That would change things.
In a normal world, it sounds like he keeps referring to as outside, that this is a Steve operation, right?
I think outside means those are deals that he closed himself. He found the deal.
Yeah. Also, when was this negotiated? Was it when Steve was still on the come up, before he was one of the big pulls of Nelk? I feel like this is all important info.
It sounds like the
15% aspect, I mean, of deals.
Well, anyway, regardless, they're like, okay, you don't want 15%, give us 15%, so we're removing your equity. We're separating. I don't know, dude. These guys are messy. This whole thing's a mess.
They did give him his money back.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if they're going to remove his equity, they kind of have to.
I guess the question is like, did he have equity before the money, and what happened to that equity?
He still has equity in Happy Dad. He's still a partial owner, I mean. So there's that. Unrelated.
15% on his outside deals, and he would no longer have equity in Nelk. The separation agreement formalized that. We both signed it, and today there are no revenue sharing between Nelk and Steve. Also, for clarity, Steve was granted 15% of Happy Dad when we started the company, and he remains one of the largest shareholders today. And when Steve's channel was deleted, I had no control over that decision. I reached out to him immediately, and he asked me for advice. I told him the fastest way back would be to handle it professionally, don't escalate things online, and he can stay in Nelk content while things cool off. Ultimately, he chose a different route. That was not my decision, and I had no control over it. I thought that the ban could have lasted a lot shorter if it was handled a different way. Those are the facts. That's it, guys. So,
I mean,
those are some facts.
Okay, I'm gonna wait to weigh in. What's next, Davey?
Yeah, so now this is where the beef actually begins. Steve responds on Twitter.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Getting messy.
Twitter.
No more half sending.
It's gonna be messy on Twitter.
Full send
No
moment.
half measures.
Are you highlighting?
Yeah, 8.
Oh, we're down here. Let's see this. Stevie baby. He said, I'm watching this at the Full Send Metacard Lounge right now, smoking a cigar. Gonna hit the Metacard gym after.
Oh.
That's a hardcore diss because me and Hila were just learning about this, and it's all Kyle being like, dude, this is gonna go huge. Like, it's crazy. Everyone's gonna buy this
It was
card.
Kyle's pet project.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
We're going to get lounges for the card members. We're going to have gyms all across the country that's going to be free for card members. And the whole time I was like, this makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, I was listening to it like, are you high on coke when you're talking right now, or what's happening in your brain? Because there's no way this is happening. You know
That
that.
sound like a coke
Like
idea,
you know
right.
this is not happening.
It sounds to me like a potential crime was committed. Like all these other guys and who doing these crypto schemes. It's like,
sure.
It's just a straight up fraud, right? They're like, you will get all these great benefits. And then they're like, thanks for your money, idiot. Bye. So that's a shot. That's an official shot fired.
Oh, I forgot a very important detail. I'm so sorry. I'm going to send you this link to the last video we were watching that of Kyle. The comments, I think, are really good.
Ooh. Are they roasting Kyle? Are they cock shots?
You would think, right?
online recently
Yeah.
and about how things work with Steve and Nelk.
Let's see
so
here.
I'm going to be talking about that right
Nelk died when they bought. Oh no, it's all about Steiny.
Every single comment is about Steiny.
Nelk died when they brought Aaron Steinberg, most hated guy on the Ingranet. The fuck is that comment? Downfall of Nelk was what is this?
What did Steiny do?
Wait, poor Steiny. He's not even involved. I didn't even think about Steiny once in this story.
Chill.
Steiny destroyed Nelk.
If it wasn't for Steve.
Oh my God. Oh, you know what's funny? We learned that Steiny was Steve's assistant.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they hired him, or they brought him on.
Yeah.
Dude, Steiny weaseled his way in there, boy.
I wonder what's being Steve's assistant look like.
People are saying Nelk fans
Have
don't like
drinks.
Kyle. The whole
What?
Nelk thing is so confusing. Like, the Nelk fans don't like Kyle. They don't like Steiny.
They don't like Kyle?
Steve will do it is not part of it. Who's watching this shit? And
Hey, I think
for what reason?
So I think Nelk used to be a thing that they loved, and it's just fractured. It's a
Right.
diaspora. We have a Nelk diaspora now, and a lot of the main guys have fallen out of favor.
I guess I said it at the beginning, but it's just like FaZe. The boys,
Yeah.
all of the boys clubs are just falling apart.
Yeah.
True. If it wasn't for Steve, Nelk wouldn't be as big as it was. I mean, that's true. He was a big deal. I mean, he still is the biggest personality of all of them. Steiny destroyed Nelk.
What did he do?
Nelk
I
passed.
see people in the chat speculating it's because he's Jewish. I want to say that could be it for some people, but also Steiny is so annoying.
He's short and annoying.
I get you guys saying
But,
that,
like, look,
but
it's every
I don't think
comment.
that, I
Yeah,
don't
for
think
sure.
That
No, I think
This is that.
I'm not going to say that
I'll be
doesn't
honest.
contribute.
As someone who's like a quasi friend of Steiny, every time, this is before I knew him, and I mean, as someone that knows him, he's a funny guy. He can be very funny.
I mean, yeah.
But whenever I saw him
disagree.
on camera, I was always like, why the fuck do they let this guy on camera?
He got you like heated.
Why do they keep putting this guy on camera?
I remember.
I didn't get it.
You used to rant about it.
Why do they keep putting this guy on front of the camera? It didn't make any sense to me. And
I think, is the fact that he's Jewish a contribution for some of these people? Probably. Is it the primary reason?
It's
they
all
hate
Steiny though.
But are we sure we're not
at this.
missing something?
Look, I think it's probably just a meme. It's got to be like a a show me.
I think exactly.
I gotta
I
ask
think he's
him.
just kind of the punching bag too. Of their community,
Yeah.
Oh
so-
my.
Yeah.
Before you click off of this, you got to just do a little scroll through it because it literally just keeps going. Steiny.
Oh,
What's happening?
I choked on my. Here, hold on.
I thought you were about to throw up.
No.
That would have been so crazy.
I blame Steiny.
All right. It was hard to swallow the pills with the headphones on.
Oh.
I can't put my head back all the way.
Really relatable.
That's relatable?
Yeah.
Nice. I think. I don't
Nice,
know.
bro.
All right. So yeah, just to give you an idea of the the length of the Steiny comments here. It's all Steiny. Ask. Can they see it?
Yeah, they can see it.
It seems I don't know enough about Nelk from why people like them or whatever, but it seems like even in those comments, the few that are not about Steiny, they are saying like Steve was the only reason anybody watched.
Everybody always loves Steve. He was
So,
always like the star of the show. I
That
feel
seems
like.
pretty short-sighted of Kyle to not find a better agreement with Steve.
All right.
So I can understand Steve feeling burned when he's like become the face of the company and all,
Yeah.
and he's doing so much, right? Totally understand that. And then on Kyle's perspective, he's probably like, this guy, he came in after we built this whole thing and he wants to run the show now. This is why these problems happen, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to call Steiny. I want to hear it. I just want to know what the fuck.
Don't call him.
Call him.
Yeah.
No, we're trying to get out of here.
I got
So-
a few questions for him.
What's up, Ethan?
Steiny, I'm live.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm not prepared for all this.
Yeah, that's sort of your thing, Steiny.
I'm just curious because I'm
Put me on the spot right now. What's good?
It's
He's calling.
I'm not
to
gonna.
put you- He's calling to put you on the spot.
No, I'm not putting you on the spot. I'm reviewing the. I promise. By the way, just don't answer if you don't want to.
No, it's just hilarious that like this is. I haven't heard from you in months until you can get a gotcha moment.
I'm not. Dude, I'm not doing that to you. I'm not.
I text you like once.
Let me at least ask the question, and you can decide if it's a got you.
Okay, go ahead.
Everything good? How are you?
I'm good. Everything's really good, bro.
So-
I miss you. We should catch up sometime.
Sure.
Okay. Did Olivia ever come back, or she?
No, she's gone. She's gone. She's doing well though. I'll tell her you say hi. So, I'm watching. I'm trying to catch up with the Kyle v. Steve breakup, and this video on TikTok of Kyle explaining all the financial breakdown of stuff, and then and I didn't think about you once while reviewing this whole long story, but every single comment on TikTok is about you ruining Nelk. Is that like a meme? Is that a meme, or do the Nelk people actually like hate you?
Dude, I've never seen one of those comments in my life. You must be on some rabbit hole. I don't know what your TikTok algorithm is, but I don't see any of that. So this is
Really?
new to
Because
me.
I scrolled for like 10 minutes
Is it
and it was like
Kyle's video?
98%.
It's Kyle's video.
Yeah, it's on Kyle's
Really?
channel.
It's complete news to me, dude.
Okay.
I have nothing to do with that situation.
But is it like a meme or do people? It's like
That's happened for like 5 years, bro.
oh, it's been like that. So I think it's it's probably somewhat of a gag.
Also, I was turned into like I was the bad guy that betrayed Steve. Steve hated me. Then Nelk, all that shit.
Where are you on this? Did you pick a parent in the breakup, or you don't want to say?
Yeah, I stay pretty neutral because like what I learned in this entire thing is everyone's situation is different, right? Steve joined at a different time. I even look at Brad. Brad joined at a different time. Everyone contributed differently, but I had an interesting situation where I joined Nelk.
All right, cool. Well,
right,
thanks.
you don't give a shit.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Thanks for the call. All right. Thanks for answering. We'll catch up. All right. Bye. So that's Steiny, everybody.
Oh my God.
You should have asked him McDonald's or Burger King.
Oh my God. Why'd you hang up like that?
I was not gonna. I mean, we're in a hurry, aren't we?
We are in a hurry. So yeah, I appreciate you wrapping it up there.
I mean, you know.
You didn't want to hear the fence sitting.
I'm not here for diplomacy. Save the diplomacy for the courts, I guess. I don't know. I'm not here for it. Right, I'm here for the gossip.
God.
All right, where are we at? I'm loving this, by the way. So where are we at, AB?
Okay, so now we are on 8A. So last thing we saw was Steve tweeted about the Metacard. And so now the official Full Send Metacard account responded.
Ooh.
Funny they even have an account.
I'm surprised they even responded. Like, you guys should be
Yeah.
laying low.
Yeah.
So they responded, not directly, but obviously right after he called him out. It looks like.
Yeah, I could not find Steve. Steve must have deleted his tweet. I only saw it in a bunch of different commentary videos. But I did check to make sure this was real.
So they have the yellow check mark, which means they're paying Twitter like $10,000 a year or something.
For the company
Insane,
check?
yeah.
Out of the 25 million budget.
Yeah. When Full Send Metacard launched, we plan to provide holders with benefits such as events, meetups. Can you read it? Like, I'm going to be coughing the whole time.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, let me open it real quick. When Full Send Metacard launched, we plan to provide holders with benefits such as events, meetups, merch discounts, giveaways, access to the Metacard community, and more. Those benefits were delivered. Many Metacard holders took advantage of program benefits, and holder-only events and real-world experiences took place across multiple cities. Over time, it became apparent that some holders were dissatisfied with in-person events and perks, especially given the global scale of the community. After listening to the community feedback, we made the decision to evolve the project. Holders were given two options. They could exchange their Metacard for participation in our next consumer product venture, Board Jerky, or receive a full refund, a refund plus interest. A 30-day refund period was open and communicated across official Metacard channels. Some holders chose to participate in Board Jerky, others chose refunds. Millions of dollars were refunded. We understand that not everyone is satisfied with how the project evolved. The refund option was intended to provide an exit for anyone who no longer wished to participate. We remain committed to building responsibility and communicating clearly with our community.
Well, that sounds reasonable, actually, doesn't it?
Except
Take a look at what I just sent. This is directly related.
At the first paragraph, they're not listing any of the stuff that I heard Kyle say, which were like way bigger than meetups and merch discount.
Well, they're claiming they refunded millions of dollars of people.
Okay.
So seemingly they put this up. This is Metacard.io, and on their landing page they have a timeline of the benefits. So I think you can just go through this and you can see.
January 2020.
We can judge if we think it was worth it or not.
This is linked in that tweet, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
So January 2020, it is minted. Same month, free tickets to UFC. Same month.
Okay, starting out.
Night out
strong.
for holders in New York City. Same month, Rolex and dinner giveaway. Giveaway. Next month, Sugar Sean podcast. What does that mean?
Wait, is that Jiggy Joe?
Holders were invited to some thing.
Same month, Full Send Alien Friends collab.
So we're starting out really strong. Notice these are all January,
Are
February.
they?
Well, look, within the first 2 months.
But I don't know. I understand what that means because they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna do a podcast episode with somebody."
No, I think you get to go to the podcast, and then you get to go to the fight with them.
No shot. It means that. How are they going to fit a bunch of people in a podcast?
Well, that's the thing. How many people? Like two?
Yeah, it's probably like 2 people.
Okay, giveaway.
Yeah.
But that's not that good. You can give a giveaway is nothing.
My point is that it launches at the beginning of 2022.
Okay.
There are some events, it looks fairly consistent, but you're going to keep scrolling and you'll see the problem.
August, VIP access to Rams versus Chargers game. That seems very specific. January.
Well, that's the problem with all of these, right? You have a global fan base and you sell this like membership club, and then you do a random event in LA. Who's actually flying out for that?
Whoa, there's a huge. What happened?
Right, yeah. So that was what I was getting at.
January 2024, free tickets. April to June. It became apparent that some holders were dissatisfied with the above in-person events, especially given the global scale. After listening to the community, made a decision to evolve the project. Wait, that's what he read. The fuck is this? Do y'all want some cut of our new beef jerky company.
Board jerky.
Board jerky.
It's gonna go to the moon.
It's such a bad name, right?
Yep.
I love, bro. Nobody's getting rich on beef jerky company. Like they're like, yo, guys, get on the ground floor of this new beef jerky. Yeah, there's a clip of Kyle pitching that is so deranged. He's like, we're gonna have gyms coast to coast in every major city. He's like, how long is that gonna be? 6 months.
Wow.
6 months. He was just, I feel like he was smoking on too much Gary Vee.
Metacard project. I'm seeing what appears to be like a commentary video about it. It probably has the clip, right?
Well, let's move through this, and then when we find it, we can watch. Yeah.
So after this, Steve went back on Bradley's podcast to talk about it further. Also,
the boys are back.
Bob Menery, is that how you say it, Bob? You know what I'm talking about? The one Nelk.
Yeah, who's that guy?
He used to be a host of the Nelk podcast, and I think they had a fallout.
Oh yeah, I know that guy is.
He's kind of just living with Steve now, and you can kind of just see him walking around the
background. They had a crazy falling out, right?
I believe so.
But so Steve is harboring an enemy.
Yeah, you can just see him in the background, like putting cereal or whatever.
Are you gonna address the thing?
I didn't watch it. I just got told by people about my financials, how much money I made. But
I mean, you should watch it. It was only like less than. It was like a minute long. I mean, you talk. To be fair, Steve, you talked a lot about it. He made a very succinct 1 minute response. You should definitely watch it.
He also put out a video. Steve put out a YouTube video where he clickbaited responding to Nelk, and he just said the same thing. I didn't watch it. Yeah.
You should watch it. I mean, you started this whole thing, this whole conversation.
For the sake of the title, you're going to get a lot of views. You can ask me anything. We'll just go through it quick. And yeah.
So do you think it's true, like by his video, what he said is that...
Wait, did I look bad in it?
Did you look bad? What do you
did I look bad in the video?
In what? In him telling
in
the
his
money
video?
he made?
No, like the video was like...
He basically just said that you made a bunch more money than him.
Okay.
That's like what he was said. Was like he showed both sides.
I feel like Steve thinks it's like really bad and worse than it is. It was really... I feel like he should really just watch the video.
You made X amount of dollars on your merch, and he made X amount of dollars.
But then, here's the thing. There's also there was other people like that had. I mean, like Salim had his merch, right? And if he would have this is no shade to him. Like this is just I'm sorry I sold so much Steve Will Do It merch. Is what I'm saying. Like I sold like $1 million worth of Steve Will Do It merch like every time, and it was like goofy designs. I'm sure everyone was buying the full send. It's not like I got the best merch. It was straight support.
Well, that's what I was saying.
So it was
that's what I was trying to say in this whole conversation was, I remember this specifically. You sold merch that was, Steve Will Do It branded merch, but you also sold 60 to 70 other items that were full send that they made pretty much 100% of the profits on and kept. And that's why
what do they keep saying you sold? Who's selling what? Is Nelk selling all of this? Nelk is selling all this.
So he has his own merch, but on his merch page, he has other Nelk merch, I believe, like that link to like just regular Nelk that wasn't a collab. So he's saying that he pushed both.
Why the fuck would people go to Steve Will Do It's website to buy Nelk merch? I guarantee you he sold almost none of that shit. They would have bought it from Nelk. Sweet. I don't know what's going on. I didn't even understand that.
Maybe like a landing page thing. I don't know. Maybe if they were on Steve Will Do It and then went to Nelk's page through that page, I'm not sure.
I don't think it matters. It's weird.
I was like, this is not telling the whole picture.
Yeah, no, exactly. So if he made X amount of dollars, the Nelk bank account had $8 million in it. I didn't have access to it. He could spend freely, do whatever.
There's Bob in the background.
But yeah, it just shows that like how awesome it was I was selling that much Steve Will Do It merch, because that's where all the majority of the money came from. And yeah.
All right, guys, quick and rush.
But now he's saying I was selling all this Steve Will Do It merch, and he's saying it was all going to them.
I think he means maybe just him selling it just by his character and his engagement.
Yeah, right, pushing it in general.
Yes.
Like wearing it.
So Steve talks about 500K. What's next? We have one more here?
Yeah.
Let me just open this.
get back in this podcast. So on my pod, you said something about $500,000 that you basically paid back to them to get more percent of like what would be sold in the future. What happened with that?
Okay, so I remember it so vividly because like it was when I was on YouTube, so I never had really money in the bank. So when they said I need 500K and you need 500K like by tomorrow or whatever, I had like crypto at the time, and so I took a loan for crypto from this dude. I gave him $1 million crypto, and he gave me 500K wire, right?
Bad deal.
And so, sick. I'm now gonna own 20% of Nelk full send, right? Sick, like awesome. And anyway,
wait, I'm sorry. He said he sent someone $1 million in crypto, and they gave him 500,000
because he needed cash right away.
But
I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
YouTube then got deleted, right? Crypto crashed completely.
Yeah.
I have no money in the freaking bank. So you want to talk about
because of how much you spend?
You want to talk about how much money I make? Yeah, I had no money in the bank, so I had to sell all my fucking. I sold everything on Gemini and fucking put it in my bank account. And it was just like 1.7 million because it crashed.
Yeah,
I would always have like 5 million in savings when I was YouTube. Like, I just made a thing where I had 5 mil.
Yeah,
don't fucking have that now. But like, I have way more awesome shit. Anyways, so like, took the mill. This is when it crashed to like 20.
Yeah, I remember.
Right, and that's when my so what's shitty for me is in that situation is like, okay, I took a loan out for the crypto, 500K. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna be owner 20%. That's pretty, it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So, and then anyways, YouTube gets deleted, fucking crypto crash, have no YouTube, have no money, and it's like, I don't even have the 20%. It's like, what the fuck?
Because they weren't paying.
Wait, why doesn't he have 20%?
No, there's no payment. It's not you're paying 500K for nothing,
because he's not getting anything back immediately.
Yes.
So he's like, I spent all my money to own 20%, and now I'm broke and I'm not making any money. I mean, I believe he has a point because again, if Kyle's taking distributions or he's on salary or whatever, Steve should be getting an equal a proportional 20% of that.
Which is maybe not as much as he thought it would be.
It's possible. I don't know. I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything's like a black box here. It
you go one way or the other.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
like
it. He's just talking about
Tommy
that,
the Pilot,
essentially.
Who are like, I don't know, who just...
So here's, by the way, Kyle, this is awesome, pitching his Metacard to Dana White.
Was this what you were talking about?
Maybe, let's see.
This was the closest I could find.
It's impressive what you guys have pulled off and what you've done.
I think the NFT shit's so cool because to me it's like a modern day or like a decentralized way for people to like invest in us. So like the way I understand it, and I don't think many people are doing this, but it's kind of like our fans give us money, right? So we just sold a bunch, so we have the money. And then in exchange, we give them a Metacard.
Just cut it right there. Hard cut.
I don't understand how anybody ever understood it as anything but you giving money to them. How has this ever been pitched as something that has a return on investment by Gary V, Kyle fucking whatever the fuck his last name is, Nelk? I don't get it. You buy, they get the money. That's the end of the story. That's always been the end of the story. Nobody ever made money, ever, from buying an NFT. It's never happened.
We just should not be doing this.
You don't think there's even like a
not one-off
examples?
No, dude.
There's probably like 1 month, maybe.
Us, we're the only ones. No. Ours worked exactly how it was intended.
Yeah.
We sold it. We got the money.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a perfect, straightforward example of how it works.
Right. I guess so.
And I mean, how much are those H3 NFTs worth now?
Probably nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, that's exactly right.
so they have something, right, that they can verify is theirs. And now we have all this money, and our job is the best, but it's us.
Wait, I want them to hear him say that they're gonna.
Sorry, guys, this is fucked up. He explains it like he understands. And when I hear people like Gary Vee explain it like they understand, I don't think they understand. I think they are projecting confidence. I don't think anybody understands what they're saying because it doesn't make sense. They're projecting confidence and people are just pretending that they understand.
They lap it up. They lap it up.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's like a modern day or like a decentralized way for people to like invest in us. So like the way I understand it, and I don't think many people are doing this, but it's kind of like our fans give us money, right? So we just sold a bunch, so we have the money, and then in exchange, we give them a Metacard, and then so they have something, right, that they can verify is theirs. And now we have all this money.
You could do that with literally anything. They could give you, that's how, that's crazy. That's how bartering has worked since the beginning of human civilization.
Yeah, but this is decentralized.
You give me a fucking apple, I give you a fucking bee.
Right. He's also just like effectively, he's just explaining a public company, like with shares, but
decentralized,
but without any of the protections or like formality that provides.
It's just unregulated.
Right.
Yeah. Which is bad. Which we're
like, you guys give us money and we give you like a proof of something, and if the company grows, then that thing becomes worth more. You're describing a stock, but just one that like you can more easily defraud people with, essentially.
No, it's
without any of the rules or protections.
No, not more easily. The blueprint is they get the money and they get nothing. The tracks that are laid in the ground, that's what always happens every single time. You give them money, you get nothing.
Right.
That's how it works every time.
And our job is to build shit. So we're going to launch like physical locations. Like we're going to launch full send lounges. Okay. We're going to start here and then maybe do one in Vegas, Miami, New York. So we're going to launch like physical shit that's only available for our holders.
Yeah.
And then that's just like one of the many things we're going to do, but that'll drive up the price.
Dana's a slick businessman. There's no shot he understands a fucking thing he's saying.
Their Metacard. So it's like they're giving us money.
The one thing he understands is that ain't no way this is happening. They're building lounges in many locations.
Well, let me understand. So he's like, you give us the money, you have the card. So now we have the money, we're going to build all this stuff. Okay, then what?
And we do as much shit possible to drive up the price of their Metacard. So it's kind of like they're investing in getting a return,
And you're taking that money.
They're investing on getting a return. How do they increase the price of the Metacard by building shit?
Because that shit is
they're
only
cool.
for Metacard holders. So it's going to be so goddamn cool.
Only
in the
cool
Nelk
people
lounge
go to the lounge.
that people will pay top dollar to get their hands on one of these cards.
He goes, this is all free for Metacard owners. How is that possible? You have to charge people. You will run out of money.
Yeah.
No, Ethan, you're not understanding.
They gave you money. Yes, they gave you money, but they didn't give you infinite money.
You know how much is 25 million? It will never end.
It's a lot of money, but you need more.
Nate, can you show the screen? Ethan's screen. Yeah, you don't trust this guy? You don't trust this guy with all your money, looking like a Sith Lord? Can he dress more shady if someone asked him? That's the guy that was in the background.
Is that Doc Hollywood?
No, that's Bob. That was the guy that was in the background.
Wait, who's Bob?
Exactly. He's the guy that we were just talking about. He used to be part of Nelk. I think they had a falling out, but he was in the background of that last interview with Steve and Bradley.
They're all falling.
Yeah.
But these people sit around and have these highbrow conversations and all look at each other and nod along like they're talking about something interesting, but it doesn't make sense. It never made sense, and nobody in that room understands.
That's why I wonder, are they just like high?
I think it's a collective delusion.
Or it's just like
it's a collective delusion that was conjured by Gary Vee.
Right.
He's convinced the world that they're they believe secretly they're too dumb to understand, but Gary Vee understands. I'm going to project the confidence he's instilled in me. Maybe someone else listening is smart enough to understand. None of us understand. but it worked.
25 million is a lot of money.
It's a.
However, it's not infinite.
No.
And fueling it into all these different things you're building, right?
Yeah, a ton of money. Like now we have like a real budget off the money that we made to hire like a full team just to focus on the utilities for Metacard holders, which is pretty cool, I think, right?
Wow.
Very cool.
Very
You guys
cool.
got a long road ahead of you.
It's
very cool and
Again,
fascinating.
Dana is actually a very astute businessman. He's grown the UFC into an incredibly successful business. Now let's see his response to this complete gish galloping rambling nonsense.
Things you're building, right?
Yeah, a ton of money. Like now we have like a real budget off the money that we made to hire like a full team just to focus on the utilities for Metacard holders, which is pretty cool, I think, right?
Wow.
Very cool.
So you guys got a long road ahead of you then.
It's like a long.
Very cool. That's fascinating. He doesn't understand what the fuck he just heard. It sure is fascinating.
Long journey. So I think in the NFT space, a lot of people are just in it. They're like day traders on stocks. So they're just
because that's all it is. That if you try to look at it more than day trading,
right?
That's literally all it is. It's a buy. It's
like sell this, buy this, sell this. Like buy it for an hour, sell it for the next. So we kind of really did something different with it.
No,
which is like it's a long-term thing. You know, it's pretty crazy what we could build over the next 5 years.
He's like, so you
guess what?
Properly, you know,
we're in the future. Let's see what they build.
Let me see what Dana. Again, I got to see how Dana reacts because again, this is a very astute businessman.
I've already been thinking on this playing field of we could have full send locations, we could have full send festivals like Coachella or Rolling Loud, right?
Full send gyms.
So now that we have holders,
prisons.
It's just all kind of merging together. It's pretty cool. I think the UFC shit will be
pounded, brother.
What was that? What was that
Crazy.
helicopter? Real quick. What was that helicopter hollerhead thing that I saw? The things that were dropping in the sky.
Yeah, I seen that the other day too.
What was that?
Station Casinos created that on their.
What?
That's it.
Did you guys? Did they
just move on?
None of what he said makes any sense. This whole NFT thing it had to have been a collective delusion.
Yeah.
Nothing anyone said about NFTs at any point in time made sense.
Which we said from the beginning, and
Yes.
people got very mad at us.
The Gary V
How stupid
thing.
it was.
Yeah.
Not at all, like everybody, obviously, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
we were told we were missing out. We were missing the boat. We wouldn't be laughing in a few years.
They're like, what don't you get?
Now, let me tell you something even scarier, and I know some of y'all don't want to hear this. Crypto's the same thing. It makes no fucking sense.
Sure.
There's no inherent value. Nothing. The stock market represents an active existing business and their profitability and success in the world and how much money they make and the offshoot of that. Crypto is nothing. It's only a representation of how much other fucking people are buying into this collective delusion. That's all crypto is, guys. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm getting all fucking hyped up on this crypto shit again. There it is.
There it is.
Buy crypto. It's down, guys.
Now's the time.
Buy crypto. Why?
I don't know. Look it up.
Because Gary Vee said so.